Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are back for some more action. Good morning, Taco, JDM, Jules. Yes, let's get him early. Let's get him hard. Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, holiday week. Girl Mom, good morning. Mr. Dave over there on the tubes. Good morning. Make sure we're tapping over there on YouTube, okay? Hello, Jules. Hello, Meg Cherry. How are you? Good morning, my beautiful people. Hey, VIPers from the training last night. Remember we said up or down? There it is. Look at that. Look at that state and position. What does that scream right here? If you were to pull this chart up, first thing this morning, and you saw this state and position, what's the first thing you're thinking of, everybody? KK, good morning over there on the tubes. Good morning, Big Younga. Susanna Pena, hello. Yeah, Davion, don't do it. This right here means it's going to be whippy. Woo! Don't do it. Tap, 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 tap. Good morning, everybody. Last day of the month. Who is green for the last day of the month? Who is green for the month of August? Put green. If you are not green, put red. Mr. Dave with the $1.99 super chat over there on the tubes. Teddy Flows, good morning. Green, 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 red. Yes, August is the hardest month of the year to trade. A lot of reds on the board here. Still learning. A lot of reds. Davion with the TikTok musics. Paolo with the love you so much. We love you so much. Davion with the popular. Paul Miranda with the heart me's. Thank you, everybody. Get your heart me's in. Don't forget those heart me's. I picked the wrong month to learn. No, Sundo, that's fine. You want to learn when it's hard. You want to learn during the summer months because then when we get into trading season, you'll get all that out of the way and you're going to get some good momentum. Come on, girl, mom, let's go. Yes, we're going to go over everything. As soon as we hit 10,000 likes, right now we're at 4,000. Everybody on the tubes, everybody on TikTok, tap that screen, share the live. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. Love to have you as part of the community here. Zane Lee says the market will close green. Zane Lee doesn't know his states. Chef Graves, thank you for the follow. Hello, traveler. Mr. Dave with the first sunglasses. Mr. Dave with the heartbeat. Mr. Dave, yes, our most loyal person here. We love you, Mr. Dave. Hello, Luli. How are you? Luli, did you get that all fixed with the VIP? Did you get that all fixed? Thank you for the follow, Trey Pound. Mr. Dave with the go popular. Yes, it is. Not yet. Better hurry up. Paulo with the night store. Paulo. Bump, 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 bump. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go, let's go. Racquetball John, hello. Let's go, everybody. Tappity, tap, tap, tap. Hello, my YouTubers. How are we? Everyone over there in YouTube, if you are green for the month of August, put green, everybody. Good morning, Born. Hello, Borna. How are you? Tap, 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 tap. We're at 9,000. As soon as we hit 10,000, we are going to get started here, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Norman. Roz, good job, Roz. Good job. All right, here we go, everybody. Are we ready? It is the last day of the month. It is a holiday going into a holiday weekend. You're going to be choppy, all right? Today's the type of day where novice traders, they go into the weekend very upset because they blow up accounts on days like this, okay? So right now, what we know is we are in a neutral state, bullish neutral state, and we are in a bearish position 1 to the downside. This immediately screams choppy. We're going to be choppy. Mostly everything looks like this, okay? It's going to be a chop fest right now. So what you should do is you are only looking to trade maybe 1, maybe 2 today. Just get a little taste of green and get out in the market today. Under 647.72, you got room down to 646.31 to the downside here on Miss Market, okay? Right here at 646 hold number. Right after that, you will have the 20 MA in your way on the hourly. To the upside here on Miss Market, above 649.47, you got the whole number of 650 and 651 right here. You're already in that neutral state on the 2-minute over here. You're not playing anything to the upside. It's just going to be a choppy mess. Like the other day, I told you it was going to be a choppy mess for the first half hour. It was a choppy mess. Been doing this a very long time, guys. I'm telling you now. Do not do anything. Maybe for some of you, don't even trade today because you will destroy your entire month or your entire account on days like this. Good morning, SM. KK, hello. Jade, good morning to you. Good to see you, everybody. Where's everybody coming in from today? Put the state that you live in or where you are. Measy with the heart me. Where is everybody coming in from today on YouTube and TikTok? Let's see what we got. Zio with the follow. Florida's in the house. Maryland, Alabama, Georgia, Texas, Virginia, Colorado, South Carolina, California, Ohio, Kentucky. Look at this. New York, yes. What else we got? North Carolina. Very nice. Florida, Massachusetts, Double Deuce. Oklahoma, Florida, a lot of Floridians, a lot of Massachusetts, and a lot of Californias in here. Very nice, everybody. Australia, Tennille Harvey, good to see you. Mexico, Jose, nice. Paul Miranda, Florida. Simba, Florida, very nice. Florida seems to be the winner today. Let's head over to them Qs. Right now on the Qs, pretty much the same with the SPY. You're in a bullish neutral state. You're in position 2 to the downside here. All right, it's going to be chop. Just chop, chop, chop. As you can see here, you got room down to 574 on the Qs. That's where you got major support. First stop here on the Qs, 574. We go over to our hourly, and right here at 574, you also have your hourly 20 in your way as well. So you can look at the 574 number. About 578 to the upside. I mean, you'll have room up to 581 coming into this base over here. But remember the state of your stock, okay? You are in this neutral state. Anything above 578, you got to be skeptical of because of the state. New Jersey's in the house. Iran, hello. Australia, Florida, Singapore over there on the tubes. Good to see you. Mississippi, very nice. XLF, let's take a look. Hope you all are having a tremendous week. I hope you guys are having a great trading month of August as we close this out, coming into trading season here in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So buckle up, everybody. We are in a neutral state in the whip zone here on XLF. Under 53.80, you have room down to 53.74. That's where your 5-minute 200 is going to be. So mark that down, okay? Under the base here and that 200, you'll then have room down to $53 hold number. So mark that down as well. Coming back over $54, you want to get over the whole number here on XLF, okay? Over the whole number on XLF, you'll have room up to $54.50 and then $55 whole number as well. Oh, we jamming. Adorable dad with the rose. Thank you. Marcus with the heart me. Appreciate you guys. The glasses are on the board, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Apple and Google coming up. Apple right now, you're in a neutral state. You're in the whip zone currently. You want to get over 233.38 up or under 232 to the downside here on Apple, okay? Under 232, you have room down to 230.37. 5-minute 200 is there. 230.37, okay? Also on the hourly at 230.23, you have your hourly 20 there for support. So around 230.23, 230 whole number area. You have major support here on Apple. Above 233.38 to the upside, your first stop will be 234.50. And then 235. This is where your pivots are on Apple. Midwest with the heart me. Thank you, my Midwest. Davion, the title gifter of, what is that? Friends necklace, the friendship necklace. Yeah. Thank you, Davion. Amazon. Welcome to my life. All right, right now we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 to the downside. This is about the only thing you're going to hear this today. Alerts on Amazon. Position 1, narrow. You got room or down to 230 hold number here. 230 hold number. That's where your 5-minute 200 will be as well, okay, here on Amazon. 230. Also, under 230, right underneath that at 229.60, you'll have your hourly 20 in the way. So just be careful, my friends. Above 232, back to the upside, you'll have room right here to this pivot, which is 233. Good morning, April Stapleton. Only Dan in the UK. Hello. Thank you for the rose. April with the heart me. Thank you, Only Dan. The facial blaster is here with the donut. Andrew, the believer, with the popular and the heart me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Over there on YouTube, don't forget, we got the super chats available. Google right now, we are in a bearish neutral state. We're in position 2 to the downside here on the Googs. First stop on Google will be 209.66. Watch that 210 area. First level of support here on Google. As we come over to the hourly, 209.48. There she blows. The hourly 20 is in your way too. So folks, we have a lot of bull states and we have a lot of bear positions. And underneath these bear positions, we have a lot of support on a lot of these. That's why it's going to be choppy and whippy today. If you don't wait to trade today, you're going to have a very, 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 very bad weekend. All right? So I just want to let you guys know that up front, right out of the gates. All right, here we go on the Googs. Back over 212.88. You want to get over to 213 area, and then you're looking up to your whole numbers, 214, 215. But as we come back to Google and we look at the state right here, whoop, we are in that neutral state right here, so be very, very, very careful. You want to have an amazing Labor Day. You don't want to have a broke Labor Day, okay? Yeah, it's a Friday, last day of the month, holiday weekend. The state and position of your stocks are a mess. So thank you for the follow, Meta. Right now on Meta, you are in a narrow state. You are down there in position 2. Here on Meta, we got to go find you some support here on the Meta-roonies. First stop here and support, 741 on Meta. Mark that down, 741 on Meta. All right, mark that down. Coming back up the board on Meta, you will have room back up to 748.42. That's where your 15-minute 200 is going to be lurking on Meta. Let me show you one of my trades from yesterday. Look at this beauty right here, okay? I took the reversal right here, coming into the base, into support. I took that reversal back to the upside here on MU. All right, a lot of novice traders, they see this move to the downside. They try to hammer that pig to the downside right around here. That's what a novice does. They go chase into support, and then they get wrecked coming back the other way. Why people like us that know what we're doing, we are waiting. We are not chasing this. We're saying, come back to Papa. Come into that support, and whammo! We hammer that thing back in the other direction. So that was trade number 1 yesterday. While we were on Google, took the give back bar yesterday on the Google Roonies on the 2-minute. As we backed this son of a gun up, got in right here above the base, okay, for the move to the upside yesterday. Double deuce, 2 for 2 yesterday on Google and MU. Yes. Katana Lim with the roses. No, with the shares. Thank you, Katana. O'Malley with the popular. Candy with 3 glasses. Candy. Hashtag candy in the chat, everybody. Hashtag candy in the chat. Mark Mesa with the popular. BH with the heartbeat. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. O'Malley, I appreciate you. Tanya, adorable dad. We have to shout out all those beautiful donators. Thank you, Mark Mesa. Thank you, Clever Kuji with the rose. Kizrine. I don't have any idea what you're saying. You got to put a sentence together first, okay? Got to be able to put a sentence together, my brother. MU, let's go. Right now on MU, we are in a neutral state, a bullish neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on MU. You got room on MU down to 119.21. 119.21 here on MU. All right, and then 118.22. Let's see what the hourly has for us. Yep, 119 whole number. Major support right there, okay? But watch the 5-minute first. 200, and then you have the hourly 20 in your way. Under to the downside, okay? Back over to the upside, 122.47. You have room up to this base right here, 124 area. As you come over this whip zone right here to the left, you have that base right there waiting for you, everybody. Oh, goodbye, Uber Eats. We're sorry. Thank Mr. Dave. Mr. Dave ain't playing around over there. SoFi, let's go, let's go, let's go. If you want to see what ticker we're on, folks, right here. SoFi and the time frame will be right there, the 2-minute, okay? You don't have to look far. I'll make this a little bit bigger for you. How's that? There you go. SoFi in 2-minute currently is listed behind, all right? You just got to open your eyes, everybody. Here we go on SoFi. We are in a neutral, narrow state. We are in the whip zone. Just watch that 200 pointing up here on SoFi. To the downside, under 25.90, you have room down to 25.64. Mark that level down. Back over 26.12, you have room up to the base here, 26.33 on SoFi. On more, on Zari. We just did SoFi. It's up on the screen. Mason, Sue Felicia with the glasses. My Sue, my Felicia. JL Haba. Thank you, JL Haba. And Mason Camlets with the rose. Yes, Tesla. All right, Tesla right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone. Here comes alert number 2. Alerts here on the Tesla Roonies. I may be looking at Tesla this morning. We got to see. Narrow state in the whip zone above 346.88. You got room up to 348. Mark that down. 5-minute flat 200 right there, okay? You want to get over that 348 with a retest, and then you should get a nice move, possibly to the upside. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. It's for education purposes only. And you must trade at your own risk, and trading is risky. Under 344, get under the whole number. You have room down to 337.42 on Tesla. That's where the 15-minute 200 is on Tesla. All right, be careful here. Bing, bing, bing. You hear the bell go off. You don't want to take a long boom right into that 200. JL Habo with the TikTok music, with the lightning bolts, the chili, the goat, JL Haba. He's on a roll. Coin. Let's say YouTubers, do you have anything in here? No? Coin for Mr. B. All right, let's see what we got here. Forgot your name. I remember it started with a B. All right, right now here on Coin, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside. At least on this one, you're in a bear neutral state and you have a bear position. See the difference, everybody? Good. On the 5-minute right here, you look good. 15-minute, you got your 200 here. So coming back to the upside, watch that level right there, 308. All right, you have a 200 right there, a 15-minute 200 in your way. Just screams choppy, choppy, choppy. You have room on Coin down to $300 whole number right here, coming into this base right here, $300. NQ. Someone mentioned to me yesterday in the VIP, my NQ levels were right on the money yesterday. Were they? Yes. Look at that. Woof, woof. Yes, it is. All right, let's see what we got here. Holy shnikes, Batman. Neutral state curly here on NQ. Let's see what we got. Bet it. All right, NQ. Above 23,804.25, you will have room up to 23,847.50. That's the first stop here on NQ. And then 23,941 to the upside. Watch the state of your NQ, okay? Under 23,732.50, you got room down to 23,644 on NQ. Let's look at XRP. The crypto kitties are here, everybody. Let's do it. Boop, boop, boop. You are in a narrow state here on XRP, all right? But you have a big base up here, so hold on. Let's do it. Bum, 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 bum. All right, XRP, here we go, my beauties. You got to get over 292.38 for a move up to 297. Hold number there on XRP. Mark that level down. Under 2.8716 right here. You have room down to 2.8443 coming into the base. Coming into the base. Okay, mark those levels down. ARM. Let's see what we got on the Armoroonies. If you are here for the first time, hit that follow button. We got to start getting them followers up there or we're going to sign off. It won't be worth my time to do this. ARM, narrow state currently. You are in position 2 to the downside here on ARM. Coming back up to the upside on ARM, watch that 5-minute 200 at 141. Resistance, remember, this was support coming down. Now it's resistance coming back up, 141. Mark that down. All right, on the 15-minute, you got room. There's your support level on ARM, 137. Mark that down, 137. Hopefully you get down there, okay? You want to get down the 137 so you could take that move back up to 141 right here on the resistance on the 5-minute. That is your channel. You have two 200s right there in your way on ARM. One to the downside right here at 137 and to the upside at 141. You are trading inside this channel. Candy with the rock. What is that thing? Rock the stage. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, baby. AMD. AMD right now, we are in a bullish neutral state. We are in an embarrassed position, one to the downside. Who's going short at the open on this? Who's going short at the open there? Let's see. We have any 200s we're coming off of? No, but we're not short into that 200 right there. Now, 5-minute 200 is right there. Do not short into that. All right. And then we also got the 15-minute 200 right there. We are not looking down and we're not looking up. So what are we going to do here on AMD? We have a quandrum, everybody, because look at the state. This is going to be choppy, and you're going to wait 15 to 30 minutes on AMD. Bye-bye, slushy. Bye-bye, slushy, cosmic slushy. Amazon, let's go. All right, here we go on Amazon. We had an alert out on this one because we are in a narrow state and we are in position one to the downside, okay? If we look at our 5-minute right here at 230, okay? 230, we have a 200, okay? 230, 200. On the hourly, right here at 229.60, we have the hourly 20. That is support, okay? So you have room down to that support and then you wrap it up, all right? That's what she said. Back over 232 to the upside right here above the whip zone. You have room up to 233. That is where your double top and pivot is on Amazon. PLTR. Thank you, my Teddy Flows and Mr. Day, for holding down the fort over there on the tubes. We are in a neutral state currently here on PLTR. We're in the whip zone in that neutral state. Yes, your 5-minute is nice and tight. That's good. 15, nice and tight. Don't have to worry there. We're just going to worry about the pivots, everybody. Above 158.23, you got room up to 165. That's where your hourly 200 is. Under 156.37, you will have room down into this base right here. 154 will be your first stop, and then 153 on PLTR. Let's show you why. Coming in, boom, pivot 1, boom, pivot 2. Mark those levels down. Facial Blaster, the Facial Blaster with the TGIF and rock the stage. Yes, Hillary with the Harvey. Oh, we got the glasses achieved. Adorable dad with the sunglasses. Thank you. Let's see what we got here. All right, the roses are on the board. Thank you, Market Cap. I appreciate you. IWM. IWM. All right, currently on IWM, neutral in the whip zone. So we know we got to get over 236.71 up, under 236, hold number down here on IWM, okay? On the 5-minute, you have room down to 235.50. 235.50 on IWM, also at 235.38. We have our hourly 20, so we know we have major support at 235.50 here on IWM. Back over 236.71, you have room up to 237. Yes. All right. Nvidia for Kathy. Nvidia. Coming over to you, NIC. Hold on tight, baby. Right now on Nvidia, we are in a neutral state. We are in a bull neutral state, and we are in position 2, bearish to the downside here on Nvidia. Right there, 15-minute 200, major support on Nvidia at 178. You got the 15-minute 200 and a hold number there on Nvidia. Mark that level down. Back over 181.32, you have room up to 181.50 and then 182 to the upside. Here is your pivot levels. Got a big base here, kind of a mess right now on Nvidia. Boom and boom, right there. You got to watch those levels, okay? Whoa, Candy with the GOAT, the TGIF, and give me the mic, Candy. Let's go, baby. Let's go. The Google coming up for NIC. Google Class C. Here you go, my brother. We are in a neutral state, bullish neutral state to the upside, bearish position 2 to the downside. Right here, Google, whammo, 209.66. Your first level of support on Google, and your second level of support on Google is 209.48. It's your hourly 20. Above 213 to the upside, you're going to watch 214 and 215. Rotation. Voss, my mate. My mate had a racehorse before its name was My Face. I don't get it, SM. I don't get it. I'm confused. Starbucks. The Bucks of Star. Yes. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone above 88.10 to the upside, under 87.73 to the downside here on Starbucks. Yes. Under 87.73, you got the 5-minute 200 right there at 87.50. $0.50, and you have the 200. Remember, VIP, what I said? $0.50 when you get 2 reasons why. There's 1 and there is 2, okay? 87.50. Mark that down on Starbucks. Also at 87.50, you have the 1 hour 20. There's reason number 3. Back over 88.10, you have room up to 88.50, and then you have room up to $89. Here is your pivot number 1, 2, and here's your pivot number 1, that double top. Where do you get levels like this, everybody? Are these beautiful levels? You can see the chart nice and clear. You can see the price action nice and clear. You can see me nice and clear. Come on, and you get to jam to some nice music over here on Tick of the Talk. Yes. SPY, let's see. If you love our streams, put a red, any kind of heart in the chat. Over there on YouTube, over here on TikTok. If you love our streams every day, get those hearts, flood those hearts. Look at all them hearts. And I love you all very, very much. Hector with the donuts. Thank you, Hector. All right, SPY, Mason. Right now you are in a neutral state. You are in a bullish neutral state. And you are in position 1 to the downside here. On SPY, you got room down to 646.31. That is the 5-minute 200. And 646 hold number. You have the hourly 20. So you have major, major support here on SPY to the downside. Look at your state. Look at your position. To the upside, above 649.50. You'll have room up to 650, 651 area. All right. Don't go chasing white states. You are just going to lose all of your money. We want you to know your state and positions every day. Hector with the finger heart. Quinn with the love you. I love you too, Quinn. Marcus, thank you for the I heart you. Yes. Julio Tolaza. Hello. Julio. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button, everybody. Ford. That moves slower than molasses going uphill in January on a snowy afternoon. Let's see what we got here on Ford. You are in a narrow state here on Ford. You are in the whip zone on Ford. Above 1172, you have room up to 1180. Whoops. You have room up to 1181, everybody. 1181. Mark that down here on Ford. It may take you about a couple hours to get up to 1181, but that is your resistance level to the upside here on Ford. To the downside, under 1170, you got a load of support. You got a 20 and you got a 200 right there at 1167 on Ford. MD Abba Azad, hello, my friend. How are you? Should I buy or I sell? I think, you know what you should do? You shouldn't buy or sell. You know why? Because you don't know what the hell you're Let's go. Hector Isaias with the finger heart. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Tap, 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 tap. Nice guy, Carl. There he is. Costco coming up. Bump, 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 bump. All right, Costco right now. First of all, you need volume. You are in the whip zone. You are in a narrow state here on Costco. 5-minute looks good. 15-minute right above you, above 948.41. You got room up to 960 on Costco. Just watch this base over here on the 15-minute. Watch 952, okay? Over that with a retest, and you'll have room up to 960 on Costco. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. Then you have to watch this, my brother. 959 also. You have a 1 hour 200. So I'm going to mark this out for you, okay? I'm going to show you something here. Boom. Right here on Costco. Above 948.41, you got two 200s right there. Mark these numbers down. That is major resistance. I would be looking, not financial, investment and tax advice, for some shorts off of that, okay? Under the whip zone of 944.26 here on Costco, you have room down to the base here of 937. Whammo, whammo, under the whip zone. Woo! Let's go, let's go, let's go. PayPal, yes. Bump, 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 bump. PayPal, you are narrow. You are in position 1 to the downside. Alert, alert. Only problem with PayPal is you got the 5-minute 200 right there at 69.82. Mark that level down. 69.82, and then at 69.82 you have the hourly 20 in your way to the downside on PayPal. That is major support. Problem with PayPal going to the upside, $70.30. You got the 1 hour 200 above you at $70.60. It is going to be choppy. It is going to be whippy. Be careful. The Qs. Don't say I didn't warn you, my beauties. All right? Don't say I didn't warn you. The Qs right now, you're in a bearish neutral state right here, and you are in a bullish neutral state right here, and you are in a bearish position 2 to the downside here on the Qs. Also, you got support here at 574. You got a whole number and a 5-minute 200 on them Qs. Also, right here at 574, you got the hourly 20. Major support there on them Qs, okay? Back over 578 to the upside here on the Qs. You will have room up to 579, first stop, and then 581. Then, you know how many people are going to get wrecked today, unfortunately? And I mean that wholeheartedly. Oh, it's going to be ugly for some people. Dell. You know why people are going to have a rough day in the market today? Put it in the chat. Why is it going to be rough for our newbies and novices? Anybody know? Does anybody know? Right here under 133.73, you have room down to 132 on Dell. That's where your 5-minute 200 is. Back over 135. Get over the whole number, and you have room up to the double top. 135.20 right there. Be careful. 135.20. Doubly top. Choppy. Why is it going to be choppy? Why? Shelly Stringer with the Heartbeat and the Roses. Tanya, thank you for the roses. J.L. Haber, Esther Lopez, Joe Trovaleon, Adorable Dad, Hector Isaias, yes. Why is it going to be? I'm going to tell you right now. You ready? Because none of you have a clue. Here it is. Uno, dos, tres. That is what you call right there. Whip, whip, whip. Whip, whip, whip. Even my hair is going to be whippy today. Wait till you see what my hair looks like at the open. Hello, activated clips. Yes, tap, tap. We are at 104,000 likes already. Yeah, let's go. Aisha, how are you, beautiful? AMD. All right, on AMD right now, we are in a neutral bull state. We are in a bearish position too. To the downside, Hector Isaias is now the title gifter of the donuts. Everyone, hashtag Hector in the chat. Paolo with the love you so much. All right. AMD, you are now under that 200. That is now resistance coming back up there at 167. Okay? Right below us here on the 15-minute, you have room down to 165.70. That's where the 15-minute 200 is. Nice and flat, waiting for you to reject. Back over 169.09. Above 169.09, you have room up to 170 on AMD. That's where your hourly 200 is going to be waiting for you. Boeing and Eli Lilly for our beautiful Mr. Dave and Zenny Flows, VIPers and moderators. All right, let's see what we got here on Boeing. Don't Mr. Dave and Tenny do an amazing job over there on the tubes? Don't they? Don't they? We're going to give them a clap, everybody. All right, right now on Boeing, narrow state in the whip zone. For Mr. Dave, this is for you. Alerts, alerts. Above 236.34 to the upside here on Boeing. Under 235.47 to the downside. Yes, on Boeing. Under 235.47, you have room down to 234.50 on Boeing. That's where your 5-minute 200 is waiting for you, okay? You're also going to have your 20 on the hourly right there at 234.26 on Boeing. Above 236.34, you have room up to 237. Boom, right there, my babies. Girl mom, hello. Yes, 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 yes. Tesla. Here we go on Tesla. You're all waiting for it. Are you ready? On Tesla, alert, alert. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone on Tesla. Be careful. 348. I'm going to the moon. Boom. Right into that 348 5-minute flat 200. Be careful of that, okay? 348 to the upside. On the 1 hour at 348, you also got the hourly 20 waiting for you as well. Be careful. All right. Under 344 hold number, you got room down to 340. Boom. Right there. Pivot. Yes. Market. Where the heck is Tootsie, everybody? We are at 115,000 likes. We're on our way to 150. Who wants Tootsie? Where is Tootsie? Tootsie's waiting for trading season. That's what Tootsie's waiting for. Alibaba. Let's see what we got. Who is waiting for trading season? And for those of you who are probably like, what the hell is trading season? Right now on Baba, we are in a neutral state currently, and we are, where's the gap on this thing? We are way up there in position 3 on Alibaba. Everybody see it? Look at this mess. We are in a bearish neutral state. Alibaba is way, way, way up there. Alibaba's on, are you ready? On alert for a possible short at the open. Now we got to go find some resistance to the upside. I ain't going long on that thing, but a novice will. A novice is definitely going to go long on that. You have room on Alibaba right up here around 128. We're going to hammer that pig. 128, everybody. This is not financial or investment advice, but we got a bearish neutral state, and we got a position 3 to the upside. Are you kidding me? 128, everybody. Alibaba is on watch. Doesn't mean we're going to do it, but it's on watch. Oh, those poor Alibabas that don't collect their profits at the open. Woof. Thank you, Andrew the Believer with the rose. April Stapleton with the chili. Yes. Thank you, everybody. Nvidia. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Shelly wants Dell. I don't see Shelly in here. We did Dell. You want Dell again? All right, after Nvidia. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Nvidia. On Nvidia, watch out as we come down, okay? There she is, the 15-minute 200. It's flat. It is ready at the hold number to reject, okay? You got to watch that. You want to get under 178 with a retest to the downside. But the problem you got is the state you're in. Oh, boy, we got problems over here, all right? So watch that 200 on the hourly. Back over 132, you have room up to 182. Back over 181.32. Yeah, you have room up to 182 right here coming into this base, all right? So be careful. This is going to be a mess. This must be a mess. Hizit Edit says downtrend. The only problem you have with your downtrend, Mr. Hizit, is the state of your stock. So don't go trending to the downside just yet because that 20 has to catch up to that 200. And until it does, you are going to chop around while you're trying to downtrend. Yes. Powder! There he is with the heartbeat. My powder. Whoops. All right, Shelly Stringer, a little Dell for you. Here we go. Dell Curley, you are in a bullish neutral state. Where were we again? I forgot. Oh, there we are. We're way down there. All right, we got a bullish neutral state here on Dell, and look at that. We are all the way down there, Shelly Stringer. Yes, we are only looking possibly that way, okay? We got to find you some major support, and we did earlier, so let's see where we're at. Right around here, 124, 125 area for support coming back up on this because you're in a bull state and you're in a bearish position 3. You're the opposite of Alibaba here right now. Boop, 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 boop. There you go, my Shelly. I got you, my Stringer. Don't you worry, my Shelly Stringer. You're welcome. Good morning, Francisco Javier Marquez Gutierrez. Good to see you. Where is Jose Luis Diaz Reyes? OKLO. Remember that guy? Whatever happened to him? He was doing the prop firm the last time we checked in on him. Right now on OKLO, narrow in the whip zone. Only problem you have here is this 200, okay? On the 5-minute, under 77.39 here on OKLO. You have room down to 75.65. Mark that down, okay? 75.65, and at 75.50, you also have your hourly 20 waiting for you right there, okay? Back over $79, you have room up to $80. Boom, pivot, and hold number. Jose made it to the moon with Bingo and Baz. I forgot about Baz. Baz was good people. MSTR. Got it all ready for you. Look at that beauty. Right now, we are in a neutral state, position 2 to the downside on MSTR. Back over 340.35. You have room up to 344. Mark that level down, okay? On the 15-minute, there it is, 344 again. You have a 5-minute and 15-minute right around the 344 area to the upside. That is major resistance. Now, as we come down the board here on MSTR, you have room first down to 332.64 and then ultimately down to 326, okay? That is where your pivot is going to be right there. Emmanuel Moreno, we can't answer that. You got to know if you're going to short it or not, my brother. All right? If you don't know if you should short or go long, then you got to learn how to trade, everybody, okay? Never rely on somebody to tell you what to do when the market is open. Do not sit there and watch anyone live trading. You will lose, and you will lose more and more and more. Uber. Right now on Uber, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone currently on Uber. 5-minute is nice and tight, right, Tina? You got that right. 15-minute is nice and tight as well. Under $95 hold number. You got to get under 95 hold number. Then you have room down to 94 right there. That is the pivot, okay? Look at that. Mark that down, okay? Back over 96 to the upside here. You will have room up to $96. You will have room up to $96.50. Right there's your pivot. And 97 right across the board. See it? Watch that. Watch those levels. Shelly Galvin with the roses. Joel with the roses. J.L. Haba with the roses. Who or where do you recommend to learn trading? Right here, who asked that question? Big Younga, our VIP members will tell you what to do. Right now, our VIP is currently closed. That is our education platform. We have a lot of people in there, okay? We have a lot of people in there, and it is closed currently. So just be on the lookout. You're going to head over to the Voss Trading, and then maybe eventually it will open again at thevosstrading.com. That is where you're going to go to get into the VIP eventually, all right? And we will teach you how to trade from beginning to end. Voss is Gandhi. Well, Eli Lilly. No. It's just looking at charts for a long time. That's all it is. Right now, we are in a narrow state on Eli Lilly. Alerts, alerts on Eli Lilly. Above 733 up. Whoops. Above 733. Hold on. Above 730. Son of a mother's mother. Hold on, everybody. Heart can't be broken. Ugh. This thing again. Hold on. My thing not working. Not working. All right, above 733 up, under 728.45 down here on Eli Lilly. On the 5-minute, you're nice and tight in the whip zone. That's good. Under the whip zone here. Why isn't this working? There we go. Jesus, it's so delayed. Under 728.45. Watch this pivot here. 726. Under the whip zone. Watch that pivot. Then you have room down to 716 here on Eli Lilly. Back over 733 to the upside. You have room up to that pivot. Double top. 738.50. AV, we got roses, everybody. We got to hammer the rest of them roses. How many likes do we have? Let's see. 147,000 likes. We're on the way up to 200,000. Happy Friday, Josephina. Yes. Thank you, Josephina. I appreciate you. Mike Jones, Aaron Jones, thank you. King Haley, thank you. Thank you. And John, thank you so much, everybody. Coming out of the woodwork. Yes. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button, everybody. Come join us every day, Monday through Sunday. AVGO. Right now in AVGO, we are in a bullish neutral state. We are in bearish position 2 to the downside. AVGO, you got room down to 302.41. So where your 5-minute 200 is going to be waiting for you over there on AVGO, okay? On the 1 hour, 302 hold number right here is where your 20 is going to be waiting for you. So we have major support on AVGO at 302 and 302.41 as you come down the board, okay? So mark that down, my beauties. Coming back up to the upside here, above 311, you will have room up to 312. This is where your pivot point is right here. 312. Boom, right across the board above 311. John with the roses. Thank you, everybody. Raspberry beret. Little snap. We got a little snap for you. All right, snap. Good old penny stocks. We are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone currently here on Snap. To the downside, under 708. You're fighting for pennies down to 704 here on Snap, okay? On the 15-minute, let's see the hourly. Your 20 should be there as well. Yeah, there's your 8. 707 on the hourly and 704. Major support on Snap to the downside, okay? Coming back up above 713 here on Snap, your first stop will be right here at this double top, 733, and then you have room up to 741 on Snap, above 713. Alibaba. Dyro, what do you think you should do at the open on Baba? I'm just curious. What do you think a good thing at the open or for the first 5 minutes of the open would be good to do on Baba? I'm just curious. Kenny, you have a great weekend as well. Stay safe, my brother. Go short. Oh, I like you. Dyro, I like you. All right, right now, Baba, you are in a bearish neutral state to the downside, and you have a huge gap up in position 3, okay? You need to find some resistance. Let's get it for you. Right here around 128, 129, remember? Okay, that is where we're looking. I'm only looking to go this way at the open, all right? That is it. Boop, 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 boop. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. And trading is risky, my beauties. Right now, we're in a narrow state here on PayPal, position 1 to the downside. Threw out an alert on this earlier. The only problem is we have support underneath us, just like many other things. 69.82, we had the 5-minute 200. And on the hourly right here, we have the 20 in the way at 69.82. So anything to the downside under the whip zone, we have support. Anything up above 730, 70.58, we have the hourly 200 in the way pointing down. So we got a lot of problems here on PayPal. We're going to have a lot of whip up and possibly a lot of whip down. But we know today's going to be choppy. We got a holiday weekend. We have the end of August, right? It's Friday. If we look at Miss Market, we are in a major neutral state here. Whoop! It's the way life goes, baby. That's the way the market goes. Whippy, whippy, whippy. Especially today. We are at 162,000 likes. Thank you to all my beautiful viewers on here. Thank you to all my YouTube viewers over there on the tubes. I appreciate each and every one of you guys over there. We got some new videos coming out on the tubes and on TikTok this weekend. So please, when you see them, if you can like them and share them, I would be greatly appreciated. Hello, Meg Cherry. How are you, sweetheart? HUT. All right, let's see what we got here on HUT. Right now, we're in a narrow state on HUT. We are in position 2 to the downside on HUT. Let's see what we got going on here. 5-minute, 1 hour. HUT, you got room down to 25.50. That's going to be your first stop coming into this little base here. And then ultimately, you're going to have room on HUT down to $25 hold number where that pivot is on HUT, okay? Coming back up the board here on HUT. Let me check these time frames. Above $27, you will have room up to $27.50 on HUT right there. Coming into the base and those pivot levels right there, $0.50 above $26.80. But get over 27. You don't want to trade into a whole number. It won't end well, right, VIPers? You too, girl mom. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Netflix. Who's going to finish off those roses? We're almost there, everybody. Who is going to finish those roses? Netflix, neutral state, position 1 to the downside here on Netflix. You have the 5-minute 200 right there at 12.25. 12.25, major support there on Netflix. And then the hourly at 12.25. You have your hourly 20 there as well, everybody. See it? So you have major support. Above 1232.56, your first stop will be 1234 and then 1238 because you have pivot 1 double top and pivot 2 double top right there on Netflix. Shelly Stringer, Tanya, thank you. John, thank you so much. Thank you, Paul, P-O-L. Appreciate you. Good to have you here. Remember over there on the tubes, if you're here for the first time, just hit that subscriber button. It is free to do that, and you will know when we're on and what time we come on. Nvidia. What do you guys think you should do on Nvidia today? What do you think you should do? You're in a bullish neutral state. You're in position 2 to the downside. I need this to come back up, and then I got to look for my short, possibly to the downside, okay? That's what I would be looking to do. Watch those retracement levels, of course. On Nvidia to the downside, currently you're running into the 15-minute 200 right here at 178. You got a whole number and the 15-minute 200. You want to get under that with a possible move to the downside. Anything long, you got to get back over 180, 132. Then you have a pivot here at 180, 150, and then up to 182 coming into this base here on Nvidia. Enter a name. Hello, is this Netflix? It was before. Netflix was before, yes. Remember, if you're here for the first time, hit that follow button over there on TikTok. The Meat Daddy. Hello, the Meat Daddy. Are you eating any meat this weekend? Meta. Let's see what we got on Meta. Real quick here on Meta. I'm in no rush, folks, so I'm not trading anything at the open. I'll be looking at Bob, but that's about it. Narrow state on Meta. You are in position 3 to the downside now on Meta. You are looking for a major support level, and you have it right down here, right around 741 on Meta. That is your support. Back over 750, 133. You have room up to 753. That is where your pivots are going to be. Shelly, here we go, everybody. JDM, Jules, Davion, Paul, Miranda, Paulo, Beg Cherry, Mr. Dave, of course, Tenny Flows, Measy, Tanya, Only Dan, April Stapleton, O'Malley, My Candy, yes, Mark Meza, Clever, USUS, whoever the hell that is, Sue Felicia, JL Haba, Jules, Shelly Galvin, Sue Felicia. Wow, we got a lot of people here. Facial Blaster, Hillary, Candy, User, Hector, Paolo, Joe, Adorable Dad, Esther Lopez, Angela Believer, April, Candy, Tanya. Thank you for all the donations today. And everyone over there on YouTube, thank you for all the donations. We're almost at the end of the roses. We got 30 roses left. Confetti from Lino Rocha. Lino! 480 on those roses, 173,000 likes. I love you guys so much. Thank you every day for being here. We want to help you become better traders. That is why we're here. And if you need help, take a look at our VIP, which hopefully will be open soon, okay? Because we will help you. Thank you, Esther Lopez, Shelly, John, Love Sacrifice for finishing off those roses. We'll be back on tomorrow morning. Make sure you follow and set your alerts. Love you. It's going to be whippy today, everybody. Just take one trade. Very patient. Very patient. I love you guys. Have a great holiday weekend. We'll see you tomorrow.